Gentlemen, finally, Shaun, a chance for me and you to sit down and talk some X's and O's.
I've been waiting, been looking forward to this Martour.
I can't quite work out how to mute Brook's microphone
don't
at this
worry,
stage.
I'll be quiet. I know when to talk and when not to talk.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what?
I love that.
Let's not hold off any longer. Let's get straight into it. Let's get in. Let's break down these X's and O's.
Play On, in partnership with BNZ.
Play on. Lamborghini. Look at the speed! Shaun Johnson! Aguero! Bang! It's over! Pass is intercepted at the goal line. In your life have you seen anything like that? Elliott hits it up into the grandstand, and New Zealand are in the World Cup final!
Play on.
What's up, family? We are back for another week of Play On, brought to you by BNZ. Shout out to YOUKNOWMEDIA as well. Shaun Johnson, Kiwis half to my left, and league legends. What do I call you? Athlete, superstar, number one fill-in, Marc to my right. We are back for another week. Before we talk about that, and I absolutely just completely shush, what is on the show for us? Fifth and last. What we got on fifth and last today, Marc?
All the headlines that you would have heard from the sporting week, including an America's Cup that we are now dominating in, but we still don't really know a lot about, which is a chance for us to revisit something that we all admitted last week.
Oh, yeah.
Shaun, you going to help us out with that?
Yeah, we're going to level up, gents. We are going to level up, and I like the idea around this. Educating ourselves and bringing our audience along the way for the journey, you know?
Love that. Marc, they also say in sports that the script's already written, right? Mm-hmm. We're doing something along the lines of, we've got the script.
We've got the early script.
That's it.
We have the early script. You know, you guys know what this is all about. This is where, you know, people can't just accept that their team lost, that there was some kind of referee conspiracy, that the entire organisation had a script that everyone's following. Well, we're going to give you the heads up. The script on the Pacific Nations. We're going to give you the NBA season and also the NFL script. So you guys don't need to watch any of this stuff now. We've given you
We'll give it
what's
to
going to
you
happen.
for free.
Don't even worry about it. But what we do need you for, or we need 9 of you for, is times change quickly. I see how much fun Shaun's having playing fantasy. I would like to play fantasy. I've made these boys jump on board as well. So we're going to do an NBA fantasy.
Oh, wait. So our MVPs might be able to be a part of
The
that?
MVPs, we need 9. All right. I think Marc, forgive me if I'm wrong, but we're going to do a 12-team fantasy syndicate.
That's
What
called a
is it?
league.
League,
That's
that's the word I'm
embarrassing.
looking for.
A syndicate.
Syndicate.
I'm new around these ways, all right? You know, I'm new around these ways. But we'll talk about how we're going to do that a little bit later on in the show.
Okay, so have we covered off on everything we needed to
I
cover
think
off?
that's it.
All right, I'm hijacking. All right. Line in the sand moment. Marc, I've sent you a clip. Pull it up for me, please, right now. And if you're listening to this, I suggest you find the video version somewhere right now and tune into this.
Right, okay. So,
We wanted to talk X's and O's. Pop that bad boy up right now, Martour.
Okay.
All right? Now it is time to visit the weekend's performance from Martour and bang, right foot. Now, I thought I'd go a little Shaun Hub on this. Give me a little bit of insight.
Really? Okay.
So, pause. Now, while I watched that first play, Martour, can you just take it back one click? Take it back one click for me. When you see a right foot like this, it's hard for me to walk past it. So can you see how Martour has caught the ball on the out here, ladies and gents? All right, you see those defenders' hips? Look where they're facing to.
Oh, that
Oh,
space.
they're following him. So what does Martour do? He senses that and play.
Taking up
Bang!
first.
Don't you feel the ground rumble? You felt the ground shake.
That's the most elite sidestep I've seen. I've never seen someone sidestep. That's how I know it's elite. Sidestep and stay in the same spot.
What?
That was...
I mean, hang on a minute. Brooke, this is where the X's and O's have been discussed. You
There's
can just
X's
slide
and
it.
O's.
Thank you.
Okay, so continue to play this out. Wow. Yeah, you got them moving a little bit, Martour. I appreciate that. I don't know. Hey, anyone that comes off their right foot is probably most important here. You're watching Martour fight to play the ball. That's worrying about your teammates' next carry. Here we go, moving on to a play off the scrum. What do? They go 2-pass, create a bit of space. Martour gives us the hit and spin. Now that is textbook 101, ladies and gents. Now, if you didn't know about the hit and spin, it often allows you to get a quick play the ball and almost even look to squeeze a little offload out at times. We love that.
It was Ali Lauatiti-esque as you
All right, pause
went
here,
up
please,
there.
Martour. We've saved the best for last. The third and final, we call it. Martour, this got me up out of my seat.
From the back fence.
The back fence, now like any good support play. As the ball goes away from you, you just keep pushing up the middle of the park. All right, all you young fellas out there listening and watching this, as that ball moves away, let's get our noses up the middle of the park and keep following that bad boy. Play it out. As Martour does here, sniffs on the inside, beautiful offload. And what does he do? Hammers down. Finds a good part of the hole. and almost goes through for a try. But what I loved about that was Matua's instinct. Instinct to feel the offload there and push into the space.
Did you want me to go back a bit and have another look at that?
No, I didn't actually want you to go back there. All right, this is my segment, so please, actually, can we skip forward? Because I thought we saved the best for last, but here, ladies and gents, we have a goal kick. And if there's something that Brook can chime up on right now, it is about goal kicking. Please enter the chat, Brook. What did you think about this? Honest feedback on the strike here.
On the strike, if you haven't seen it yet, you're about to be surprised. All right, absolutely, Jules. I like the time that he took. I knew that he was in control. He's asking for, hey, ref, how much time I got on the clock? You know, I don't want to waste time, but I want to make sure, we've got a good lead here. Got to make sure that the boys get their rest where they can. So I knew that he was under control and in the moment.
Yes.
If you press play, that's where I'm not really sure. I tap out. You get back in here. Sure.
Yeah, here we go. Steady. Yep. Foot into the ground. Oh, good sequence into the ball. Head down. Head down. And a few high fives. I must say, thunder boot. Thunder boot. What did you call it? Thor?
Thor, baby. Thor, baby. Thunder
the boot of the gods.
Boot of the gods. Well done, Matua.
You know what?
Unbelievable.
Thank you, Shaun, and thank you for breaking it down. Can I just also...
Was that your dream, bro? Like you played with the league legends. You actually got out there, you converted it, and then Shaun broke it down.
It was an emotional moment for me on the day itself. And can I just do a shout out to Sione Farmer Winner and all the boys who were there. An awesome co-papa that we got to be there with the morning shift, all around men's mental health. But the chance to jump on with some of the... Brook, it skips my mind exactly how the rotation went, but who came off for me and then who replaced me in the last?
This is the fifth time he's made me say this.
What's happened? This is the first time I would have heard it.
In order for Marc to play, obviously you need to have X amount of players on the field, so someone has to sub off.
Right.
The great Ben Matalino.
I forgot.
No, like for a like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like for a like, and then like for a like on the way out. The great Ali Lawatiti.
Oh, why not?
Comes out.
Why not,
And
Matua?
after the conversion, our OG hangs up the boots for maybe the last time we get to see the greatest to ever lace them up, Matua Marc.
I'm 100% from the field in terms of goals.
Well done.
Not so much.
Yeah, it's a feat I don't have, so well done, brother. Well done.
A lot of fun. Thank you, Shaun, and thank you to all the team at the League Legends. What a weekend it was in Rotorua, and it was, I think everyone enjoyed themselves. So.
Hey, how are you feeling, actually?
How's the first week of training been?
I'm probably a little bit like you on your journey to the Hafer, Matua. All right?
Struggling?
Oh, struggling. So a bit of work to do between now and, what is it, next week? But baby, I'm on. I'm so keen now. I'm so keen. But let's rip into the show.
Let's do it. Let's get into fifth and last. A chance to catch up on the headlines, as we say, and the Black Ferns standing on business is our leading headline.
Oh, they did.
What a great way to finish the WXV1 tournament in emphatic fashion with Caitlin Vahakolo's hat-trick and also beating the fourth-ranked side in France, against the French in Vancouver, which is... it was, I would say, even by their own standards, they would be a little disappointed in the way that they played the first game against Ireland. It was obviously a tough tussle against the number one side in England in their second game, but to bounce back against France was a huge achievement. Now the exciting wait happens. It won't be long till we find out the draw for the 2025 Women's World Cup. And of course, England are the hosts. We'll also be finding out who is in our group, and then also what our schedule looks like leading into that World Cup.
Yeah, that was a dominant way to finish, man. I watched that game. It was part of my selection off the weekend sports menu last week, so I made sure I tuned in, and it was impressive. I didn't realize, so NZ, I think, is third ranked. France were fourth ranked in the world at the moment, and it looked like we were by far the better, more aggressive team. So awesome way to finish. Sometimes it's all you need, eh? Hey, you always remember how you finish. So hopefully the girls can go on a little break now and take what they did there into the next bit.
I agree with
exactly
how
you
good is KV too?
Oh.
Bro, can I just say,
Caitlin
she is a proper
incredible
gun. Like you've got silk, right? You got skill and silk, but when you mix that with aggression, like she's not happy to be tackled. She fights for everything. She'll shrug. She'll, fend across the body like Greg Inglis type vibes.
Yeah.
She's strong.
Bro,
she's fast.
And some of those breaks, it was purely like, wow, she's actually just better than you. Like, that's what it was just came down to. Like, she is superior, and she's playing at that level. So it's so good to watch.
Not afraid of the contact, as in, like, ready to get, and just refusing to go down. Possibly the opposite attitude to me. When and second headlines, Team New Zealand just keeps on getting better and better for those into the America's Cup. And I know a lot of people are, as of this moment, as we've recorded, We are 4-0 up. There couldn't be a better position to be in unless you've actually won one. Like that is four races down, 4 wins for Team New Zealand.
Yep.
Britannia just doesn't, they've been close. There were a couple of close
It's
ones.
like we've just had answers, eh?
Yeah.
Man, bro, I'm into it, eh? I'm into it. And this is part of me doing my little, research piece, trying to educate, level myself up in all of this. You do become more invested, boys. It's crazy. So I'm excited to see them close it out. And I don't want to touch wood, boys. Touch wood, hey? Come on now. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We stay in the moment.
We've been here
We've
before.
been here. It's huge.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about this too much because I know Shaun's about to talk about a little bit later, but I'm excited to hear Shaun's breakdown of the America's Cup and what we need to know.
I don't know if I'm going to be doing that, but it's more, like educating us.
137 years old, I know that much.
Well,
That's
there
how
goes
long
one
the
of my
course can go.
questions. Okay, thank you. No, don't worry about it.
Okay, well, let's move straight into the next story. And it is NPC semi-finalists have been secured. The NPC's semis have been decided. Bay of Plenty will host Canterbury at 4:10 on Saturday, and Wellington will host Waikato at 7:10 on Saturday as well. Meanwhile, in the lower divisions, the Meads final will be played out between Thames Valley hosting Giant Topplers, Mid Canterbury. If you didn't hear this story, that was amazing from the sporting weekend. Mid Canterbury, of course, go over to the neighbours South Canterbury and beat them 17-16, halting, which was their 5 seasons, 40 games unbeaten streak.
Wow.
That's how dominant South Canterbury had been in the mid tiers. So they managed to topple them 17-16, and they'll end up playing in the finals against Thames Valley. And then in the King Country will then host West Coast in Saturday's Lahore Cup final.
Maybe we missed South Canterbury on our Dynasty. Tear it up.
Where
Where were they in the chat?
Poverty Bay made it.
Poverty Bay gets a mention on our show, but South Canterbury? Come on, man.
Sorry, team.
My one for today, the UFC. I want to bring this up because I feel almost robbed for our very own Kai Kara-France. Don't blink. I thought he might be up next in terms of having a chance to fight for the flyweight championship. When are you going to Vegas? Do you know the dates? Because potentially you could catch this.
Ooh, I think I could be there sort of mid-December.
This might be a bit early. December 7th, UFC 310. There's a couple title fights. The first one is Muhammad versus, I hope I say this name right, Rakhimov.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah,
Let's
next,
run with
thank
it.
you.
Go on.
Appreciate that. But the second one is the flyweight, where I thought Kai might have a chance, just off the performance that we saw him have. Marc, we were lucky enough to be there in Perth and witnessed it firsthand. Come on, baby, don't blink.
Yes. Look at him.
Come on, baby. He was dominant. He was impressive. He was exciting. I thought he might get the chance to fight for the next flyweight title. Didn't go to Kai, but fingers crossed. He doesn't have to fight again. He can fight the winner of this. I'm not sure how it's going to play out, but Kai didn't get that, which is
That
annoyed
has
me.
to be the outcome.
Kai
No two
up
ways
next,
about
baby.
it. We got Kai.
He's also the Warriors. What is he? Your wrestling trainer?
Yeah, he's our mana coach. I don't care. He's
Mana
just
coach,
the
there
man,
you go.
bro. He's got us covered.
Full of that. So shout out to Kai. I hope you get that next one.
Yeah, baby. Hey, I've got nothing to do with sports. Sorry, ladies and gents.
Oh, really?
I just want a quick shout out. Over the weekend, we had one of my good mates, Adam Pompey, aka Wetere, his stag. He's actually getting married this weekend. So,
cheer, brother.
yeah, all the best, Wets in case. Met the bridal, the bridal crew, met the groomsmen, Papa Pompey. And I just want to say, brothers, I know you're big fans of the show. You're listening, so SJ Press Play. I got you. Enjoy the weekend, boys.
SJ Press Play.
SJ Press Play. There might be something there. They come at me hot with it, and they were onto it. So, brothers, there you go. Love you.
SJ
like
Press
that.
Play. Congrats, brother. Congrats.
I like that. Hey, so this is the first time we get to welcome into the fold one of our sponsors / partners within the show. And
What
it
are we
is
doing here? What are we doing here,
a
Marc?
big welcome on board to Heineken Silver.
Yes!
And we get to do the Heineken Silver Smooth Play of the Week at the in the 5th and final. This will be the way we finish each of the next final plays.
Okay.
And guys, I wanted to introduce you to something that I saw over the weekend that I thought, well, that's a smooth delivery. That's a smooth play. If you weren't aware, Mr. Olympia was decided over the weekend. Now, how into Mr. Olympia are we, boys? Do we,
Big time. Big fans.
big bodybuilders.
I see a lot of myself
Necessarily
up
the
here.
biggest fan, but yeah.
Let's see what it looks like when you win Mr. Olympia.
Bro.
It's just being decided now. The announcement's about to be made.
And some big boys.
How do you actually split them?
And there he is. It's been announced. Absolute emotions.
wait,
there we
wait,
go.
wait.
In come for the celebrations.
What?
Hold.
Emotional. Look at it. Look at all that. Look at all the muscles, man.
Bro, that's smooth, is it?
That is
Matua?
smooth.
If you score a try, I'm jumping the fence and I'm going to
Damn,
congratulate
that is
you
some
like that.
muscle coming down on top of you, Lord.
Look at the size of them, eh? That is,
Absolute specimens, bro.
aren't they just?
Yeah,
Look at
brother.
this.
Oh!
Hey.
I just loved the celebration from the big boys, Mr. Olympia. Congratulations to Samson Doda, won the 2024 Mr. Olympia contest, and of course that happened in Las Vegas for the Resorts World. 600K is what you get. That's how much money you can make.
I'd probably
for
fall
winning
to the
Mr.
ground
Olympia.
like that then too, hey?
600K,
Hey,
congratulations.
can we just
bro.
kick the round of applause, guy? And the Heineken Silver.
What's up, baby?
King.
Hey.
Welcome on board.
Great to have you.
Play on. And Heineken Silver, you joking?
Absolutely. Hey, and plenty of other things we're doing with
Oh,
Heineken
yeah,
Silver
there
on the
is.
way as well. So stay tuned.
Play on in partnership with BNZ. Play on.
You know what? Being a sports fan isn't just necessarily sitting back and watching. It's not necessarily about cheering on your team and giving them momentum. Sometimes it's about sulking.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's about complaining, and sometimes it's about blaming a greater purpose. It couldn't possibly be the players or the team.
Not
or the
blaming my
coaches.
team.
So we do what's called the script. Well, this has clearly been scripted. This is like superstars of wrestling. They already had an outcome as who was going to win. They just needed to find their way to
Perform
that
it.
destination.
It's written in the stars,
It's
Marc.
written. It's not even our fault. It's not my team. It's the script.
We just haven't played it out yet.
So now, we are going to get our hands on the script for certain seasons and let people know that, you know what, no matter what happens, forget about it.
Forget
the script has got
about
it
it.
covered. So we've all been allotted a sport or a competition to give the script on.
It's like curveball too. I thought we might go with, what we're used to, what we know well.
Our knitting.
Yeah. Our fabric, our DNA.
Yeah.
Marc threw a little curveball in there.
We switched it up.
So I'm going to take care of the Pacific Championships that Shaun's about to play. Shawnee, what do you got?
I'm going to do the NFL.
Okay.
I've been following it loosely.
Oh,
But
with your
I've-
fantasy.
I've been following it loosely enough to write the script.
But you
baby.
got your hands on the script,
I'm
didn't
all
you?
over it.
Marc, what does that leave you with?
Well, I couldn't even help it. The script of the NBA championship. It ended up in my inbox. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just going to deliver the message.
I was hoping you were going to get the Major Leagues one. I need to know if Otani wins.
Yeah. How much are we in love? with
Oh, bro, I
Shohei?
got a man crush, bro. I got a man crush, ain't gonna lie.
Up the Dodgers.
Well, I'll start with Shaun and the Kiwis, yeah?
Yeah.
It's funny because yesterday I got my hands on tomorrow's newspaper. I'm ahead of the game.
Ah, the early edition.
I did. And then
Okay.
in there is a QR code which took me straight to the Sydney Daily Times of November 11th newspaper. So I've skipped the game. I really do have the script right in front of me. I left it at home, but I saw it. That would just happen to be the day after the final of the Pacific Championships.
Okay.
Shaun, you happen to be in that. One thing we didn't see coming. Jerome Hughes actually makes a miraculous recovery, and he's actually going to be pairing with Shaun in the halves for the grand final.
Are you kidding me?
The Cinderella story continues, all right? One final go, he gets play with the Dally M himself. So at halves, Jerome, I know you're working. My bad. I let everybody know before, but Jerome going to be playing in the finals. In the finals as well, it seems like what I could read, I kind of skim read it, but it was a back and forth game. It came down to the last 45 seconds on the clock. Let me cut to that part. Kiwis, they received the ball off a drop line goal kick from about 35 out. Couple hit ups. Jerome Hughes, because he plays eyes up, that's what you taught me, he plays eyes up. On the third, he sees space to his Melbourne winger.
Okay.
Warbrick in the corner, sees a little bit of space, kicks it over. They're on a string, catches it, brings it in. Kiwis over there are going nuts. About 15 in from the sideline. Kiwis are now down 1. Shaun Johnson's final play in rugby league.
No, stop.
Well, I'm getting to it.
No, bank that. Bank it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. There's no way I'm finding
I was
out
getting
that.
to it.
Nah.
Your final
You're not
play.
putting me in that position, my bro.
Hey,
Hey, I
the bank's
banked it.
been called.
Stop.
No more
I
conversation,
don't
bro.
want to know, lad. I don't want to know. There's no chance I'm finding out how that unfolds.
You shanked it. Oh, touche. Well done. Well,
Oh, you were going too, eh? I could see you were storytelling, my
Fair
boy.
enough.
So that's the script?
we'll
Well,
leave it there. We'll leave it there.
there.
Kiwis are down 1. Shaun Johnson, final play. Who knows if he makes it or misses it?
Yeah, okay. Should I go next?
You go next.
Because I'm going to pretty much shorten mine, you know? Mine's going to be as simple as this, boys. I'm going to go something along the lines of the script of the NFL. I could tell you it right now. I reckon the Ravens, they're going to win the whole thing.
The Ravens.
The Ravens are going to win the whole thing.
I like it.
Okay, and I'm going to say this right now. Lamar Jackson, MVP. All right?
You did see the script.
All right, the script, there it is, ladies and gents. Let's not look anywhere else. Let's not look any further than what I've just said. The Ravens are going all the way. Lamar Jackson, MVP.
I like that.
Okay?
That means they're gonna have to knock out the 3 times
City
champion
Chiefs.
Kansas City
100%
Chiefs.
they are, who have started off hot too. Don't get me wrong. But Baltimore, baby, it's your time. It's in
What
the
a
stars.
script. I've got a very simple script for the NBA. Very, very simple. And you know what? For those NBA fans, this season, you may just want to skip it because there's nothing too exciting to really divulge other than the Boston Celtics
Yep.
again dominate the NBA. They've given them a 60-win season, and like easily 60 wins.
Probably gone first in the East then, aren't they? Against 60.
They will be representing the East in the NBA Finals against
Here we go.
Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
Really?
I like that.
I can see that.
SGA leveling up.
Don't shoot the messenger, guys. I just ended up with the script in my inbox.
Who's MVP this year? They didn't have that in there.
No, they did.
Oh, here we go.
Who do you think? Just throw it out there, Brook. Who do you reckon?
Oh,
Damn, I think if Celtics are going 60,
yeah, I think.
is it his time? Is it his time to claim one? If they're going 60 dubs,
Jason Tatum might be all right.
bro, if they're going 60 dubs,
Yeah, I would see. I think Jason Tatum is going to be on a tear this year. I think this guy. Just crazy is to think that. Sorry, Marc. I'm preaching a little bit.
Go
here.
for it.
Is to think that he just won an NBA championship. He was just rewarded with the biggest contract in NBA history. He was just on the cover of NBA 2K, and this guy has a point to prove.
he does. He got that chip on his shoulder.
He's got a chip on his shoulder. He was benched. He was benched during the Olympics with the
Scary
great
hours.
run that they had, and they gave Jaylen Brown the Finals MVP last year. Jason Tatum is going to be a problem in the league this year.
Is that who
Is
you
that who
had,
it was, though, Marc,
Mark?
or was it Kristaps that was getting it this year?
No. You're going to be fascinated to hear. Think sophomore year.
Oh, Wemby.
Wemby.
Wemby's
He
going
is
MVP?
going to bring it like nobody has brought it before. Now, usually it would be a high win team that would have the MVP in. But actually, San Antonio Spurs, they putter along, but Victor puts up such monster numbers,
On
not
both
only
sides
on
of the
offense
floor.
or defense,
Come on.
that they couldn't help but award the MVP trophy to Victor Wembanyama.
Wow.
Hey guys, like,
Well, to me, Martul, that's worth watching.
you know what?
Damn,
You can watch away. Reminder too, keep watching the show. Very shortly, we will be looking for some fantasy players. Any fantasy NBA players? Anyone else want to draft Victor Wembanyama in the first
He's going
round?
first.
Hey, this is your chance to show us just how good you are. Coming up next.
Play On in partnership with BNZ. Play On.
Oh, something we pride ourselves on here at Play On Sports Show is continued growth.
Yes.
Always wanting to learn and be better.
Always.
Right, so here on this segment called Level Up, I thought we would quickly educate ourselves and maybe our audience on the America's Cup.
Come on now.
Yeah. So what I've done, boys, is I've just gone into the archives a little bit and dug out a few interesting points I thought we could touch on today.
Okay.
And the thought way we could do it would be a little quick fire quiz that our listeners can answer in the car, wherever they are, and play along with us, all right?
no.
Here we go, boys. Let's see how well we know the America's Cup.
Are we doing this together?
We're doing this together, all right?
Cool.
Okay. I've got a little series of 6 questions, boys. Let's start it off. Number 1. Where did the first race take place? Here we go.
I'm going to lock in somewhere in New York. It was the New York
Oh, I was going to say America.
Yacht Squadron.
That's crazy.
No. Or was it British? Maybe it was Britannia. I don't know. It is a world, generally a world. And it seems like the British were the sailor people, right? They were the ones who like to jump in a boat.
Sailor people. I like how you put that.
Sailor people, all run with it. Brooke, you got any input over there?
Can I ask? Is it America?
It's not America.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Barcelona. It's back to where it started.
Okay. You'll be excited to know, boys, that it is actually first held. Drum roll, please. It was around the Great Britain area of. Just looking for it.
I love when you hold for suspense.
Just looking for it. Just looking for it.
Can I be frank?
Isle of Wight.
Can I use my frank moment?
Use your frank moment because this is embarrassing.
This is just a teachable moment, actually. When you see your mates clutching at straws, how do I get out of this? You try and buy them a little bit of time. Frank energy, we appreciate this. Have I bought you enough time?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
There you go,
good.
bro.
I appreciate you, Frank.
Okay, sort it out.
Okay. Now let me roll into this. Yeah, let me roll into it. The Isle of Wight, a little island off the south coast of England, boys, was where the first race took place back in 1851.
How do we
Believe
not?
that 1851.
How do we not know that, Mark?
There you go. Question number 2.
Are these going to get easier?
Yeah, they should. Okay, how many times has New Zealand won and or defended it?
4.
There he is.
4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Will it be 5, boys, is the
Absolutely.
real question.
At this stage, looking likely.
Okay, next question. Question 3. What class boats are we racing in?
The sea foils.
The sea foils? Incorrect, my boy. Matua?
There's an A in it, I feel.
Oh, okay. Someone's a little bit boaty.
It's like an ACX whatever. I don't know.
AC-75.
That's the one.
AC-75 class catamaran.
They don't look like
They
catamarans
do not
anymore.
look like them anymore, and that's crazy.
I'll give you that, Mark. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, boys, question 4. Now, what side of the boat is the starboard side? Brook, I want to hear Brook.
Starboard. Jump on I imagine they're jumping on the right side. Starboard will be on the left side.
Incorrect. Starboard is the right side, my boy. The side you were referring to is the port side.
Duh.
Okay? Our listeners, don't act like you knew that answer either. Okay? Question 5. Boys, if turning upwind is attack, what is turning downwind called?
We don't do that. We only turn up around these ways, eh, Mark? We're only on around these ways. That was my answer. Mark, say something smart.
I'm trying to. There's tact, and then there's something else. There's another one. What is it?
Yeah,
It's,
that's right. That's why I've asked the question.
It's.
Does it start with a B?
No.
They say it the whole time when they're going up and deck. They tact, and then they do the other one. But if you said the other one, I reckon I'd know the tact. What is the other one?
It is called a jibe.
That's it.
A
Tact
jibe.
and jive.
Okay, Brook, I feel like you might get this one, my boy.
Don't do that.
All right. Now, we know how we see, well, we thought it was the grinder still, but it's now the sight claws. That's what we call them, bad boys. So the sight claws, I want to know, boys, what do those actually do? So you see people on them pedaling away. Why are they doing that?
I'm going to say it generates power for something. It's the engine. It's their engine.
It's the engine and sailing.
It's their
Okay.
engine.
Okay. Matua, do you want to throw something out there, or would you like me just to deliver an answer?
I actually think I believe it's got something to do with the hydraulics that then throw down the different. I can't remember what the names of those parts of the boat is that goes in, but like the water, the things that actually touch the water.
Sea foils, yeah,
The
sea
foils, yeah.
sea
Like,
foils, yeah.
isn't it something to do with building up the hydraulic pressure to then
Okay.
the foils come down?
Part of the question, yes, you are correct. It is for hydraulic pressure, but it is to control the sail arms.
Oh,
There you go.
What's
now,
the sail
hey,
arms?
I might not be fully correct in that, but from what I learned in my reading, that's what we got. So
The
when the
sail
sails swing side to side and changes in the wind, that's what. So they'll be like, we need power, we need power. So they go,
Oh,
Just
so
back in
power,
the
I was
day.
kind of right.
and then that pumps the oil into the hydraulics to allow them to make those moves.
and back in the day, they would have been like, how
On the
you
grind,
pull the
right?
ropes out and change the sails going left and right. Like
Yeah.
they would have done it real manually. This is their way of doing it quickly.
It's the evolution of it.
So there you go, boys. 6 quick fire questions.
Wow, we
I
got
hope
it
you
right.
got something out of it. That's part of leveling up. We've done all right.
Tact and jive.
When can we celebrate? Like, have we learned as a nation to wait till we've the last race?
100%.
Till we're up 7?
Yep.
Till we're literally about to cross the line.
I don't want to hear anything beforehand.
These boats are so fickle. Like, if you actually nosedive,
it's over.
It's over. Right? So you wait until you've actually passed the line before you celebrate. This is one of those sports where you don't get too confident too early.
100.
Thank you, Shaun. Thank
there
you for
we go.
leveling
That
us
was really good.
Level up.
You nailed that.
Yeah, you're actually a lot better than I thought.
Play on in partnership with BNZ. Play on.
Family, I am man enough to announce when I was wrong. And I have been wrong about fantasy.
Wow.
I know. What a day this is. I have watched Shaun grow as a person,
How am I actually going?
grow as a father, grow as a sports journalist, just on his passion for the way he's played fantasy the last 3 weeks. And I thought, you know what? That's enough for me to jump on board. And I have convinced these two boys, on top of everything else that they're doing at the moment, on top of Marc's how many fantasy drafts are you in at the moment, or fantasy leagues do you think you're currently in?
I've got 6 that I'm in football, and then 3 in the NBA.
So you got all fingers covered.
Yeah.
Make that 11.
11.
Shaun, I know you're a bit like, but I appreciate you for jumping on board and playing fantasy basketball as well.
Yeah.
Now, it wouldn't be that fun if it was just us 3 playing.
No, I don't know. That's why I'm doing it.
Wouldn't be that fun. So I've asked, and I've leaned on Marc here a little bit and gone, can we run a fantasy play-on NBA competition league? I know I'm not wording this well,
Syndicate.
but it's my first time here, okay? So give me a little bit of grace. And Marc said, absolutely. So what we've done, if you would like to play fantasy, all right, there's only 9 spots that are up for grabs. That's all we have. If you email PlayOn, the PlayOn...
No. What we're going to do is we're going to... Brook, you did tell me to jump in just in case, all right? What we're going to do is this video, you will see this on socials. Right here, right now, you will see this video.
Okay.
If you would like to play fantasy basketball with us this season, the NBA season, what you need to do is DM us your email address.
Yeah, what Marc said.
So DM us, go onto our profile, IG, onto our IG page, DM us your email address, all right? We're going to randomly select 9 MVPs to play this season with us. Now, there is a warning. We are highly competitive individuals.
Oh, best believe.
Despite what you may think of us, we will no doubt jump on the show and rag on you.
It's the law of the jungle.
Bagged. I can't wait to return serve.
So that's what you'll be putting up with, but your chance to play along with us and have some fun during the NBA season.
There's no prisoners, baby.
Fantasy NBA, it's going to be the play-on league. MVP is going to fill it out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So if you would like to do this, all right, we are taking place. Our draft will take place on the 21st of October. It's going to take place at lunchtime. Now, I understand people have jobs, people have commitments, people have things that are going on. If you want to be a part of it, you got to make it work.
I can't do that.
Why?
What do you mean?
You guys, okay, guys, and just so you know, these guys are in this game of like sabotage. All right? But don't feel hard done by. Don't feel hard done by.
You get to auto-draft, Shaun.
Yeah. Whoever gets Wimby, I'll pay you for them.
You'll get an email an hour before to say whether you're in or whether you're not, and the draft will take place next Monday, the 21st of October. The play-on NBA
Let's do it, boys.
I definitely want to say to you, you will not get an email if you're not in, because I'm expecting thousands of people to enter. So if you are in, you will definitely get an email.
Hold on. What's up for grabs? We got to play for keeps. This is what we do. We got to play for keeps.
We need to bring something precious. We need a prize.
Let's brainstorm that.
Yeah, let's work on that.
Let's brainstorm that. There will be a prize for whoever wins this. There will be a prize at the end of the season.
Love it. Love it.
Play on in partnership with BNZ. Play on.
Yes, and we welcome into the show our sis. Actually, Shaun, I've talked to Fee a bunch of times. How about you introduce Fee? Our sis is with us in studio today.
Okay, now, do we want to go down the path of a decorated career? That includes skipper of the Silver Ferns.
Come on.
But probably most important of all, beautiful mama. Beautiful mama.
He does this.
Yeah, that's what we do here. But welcome into our show, Fee. Feena's Karaka, for those of you that don't know, she has joined the show to kindly talk about the Constellation Cup that the Silver Ferns have coming up.
That's right.
We're big fans here on the show, Fee.
Are you?
No, we are. Well, I might just say I'm a big fan on the show, and you know you've heard me with your support. as opposed to our bro over here on the right.
That's rough.
No, this is accurate.
Marc, how dare you not support our Silver Ferns, all right?
No.
You to the right.
Matua is not a part of this. Brook, be better. But thank you so much. We're going to get into it. We're going to do things a little different, Brook.
Yeah, well, we thought, obviously, Wafi, first of all, welcome. Thank you for coming in. We love you very much. We will talk about the Constellation Cup, but we thought to start this, let's get to know the Ferns just ever so slightly better. Now, Marc had this brilliant idea. He said, well, there's 7 players on the field at one time, or players on the court at one time. And there's also, I don't know how to frame this because I know I could get in trouble, so I'm going to say 7 white and the homies. 7 white? Snow White.
Snow White.
Snow White and the homies.
7 white.
7 white?
It'll make do.
What have you been reading, Winter?
I don't know, actually. What I'm trying to get to is Snow White and the 7 homies. All right, so there's...
Let's go through them. 7
homies, and you can only pick a Silver Fern once. All right, so let's say, for example, one's Doc, because there is one that's called Doc. Let's get to know the Ferns. Who would be the Doc? Now, the Doc is the player that's most likely to get injured.
Oh, I don't like that word, injured.
Most likely to get
Pick up a niggle.
Pick up a nickel.
Pick up a niggle, okay? Just to give you a heads up, just so you can start thinking about this, there's also Grumpy. So who's Grumpy Fern? Mm-hmm. And down the list there, we've also got Sleepy. So who's Sleepy Fern?
Like current Ferns?
In the Constellation Cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've given you a little heads up. I know we've put you on the spot, but this is what we do here on Play On, okay? Brook, start us off. Come
Ready
on.
for the very first one? All right, who would be the Doc? Who's the most likely to pick up a little niggle?
Oh.
With love.
Niggle?
Just when you're ready.
Oh, well, I was going to say myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
But, like, not bad niggle. I'm more of, like, the sick one.
Hey, niggle's a niggle.
Definitely.
You missed out on the last Constellation Cup because of...
From being sick.
It's also, you can only use yourself once now.
Oh.
Because Grumpy's still on the way. But if you want to use...
There's
That's what
also
I was gonna
Sneezy.
put.
There's also Sneezy on the list, so you could be gone fairly early here. You might cover off a few of these, yeah?
But you can only use yourself once.
Okay, so lock in an answer for Doc. Who's most likely to pick up a niggle? Like, who's always on the physio table that you're just like, oh, yeah, she's on there again?
Okay, I want to say Amelia Ann, but that's purely because of age and niggles.
Okay.
Sorry,
Respectfully.
Niels.
Respectfully.
We love Niels too.
We love Mills. She's a
Niels.
gun, by the way.
Absolutely.
Absolute weapon.
Colby.
Okay, let's go into Sneezy. Most likely to get sick. Just saying.
Me.
Okay, there we go.
Fair enough. Grumpy.
Oh, I was going to put me.
You got to throw someone else out.
Okay, if it's not me, I'm going to say Kate Heffernan.
Ooh, Kate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor Kate.
Let's go the opposite. Let's go Happy.
Happy.
No one's happy?
Yeah.
No one's popping into your mind? I don't know about this culture. What are the Ferns there?
What you
Who
would
just
say is
bounces in
happy.
that's bringing that inno? You know, that you just go, yeah, she's always waking up on the right side of the bed.
You know what? I'm going to say Maya Wilson.
There you go,
Oh, yeah.
Maya.
What about Bashful? Now, Bashful's like shy, kind of keeps himself potentially, doesn't want the limelight. Bashful, who would that be in the Ferns?
No one. But I'll say purely because they've only just recently debuted, but Cobb. What's her real name?
Cobb. We can run with Cobb.
Cobber.
Claire O'Brien.
Yeah.
Oh my
O'Brien.
gosh. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I like this one. Who do we refer to as Sleepy? Who's like the one that you just look at and you go lie down for a little bit? Always yawning, maybe in meetings, on the court, maybe need a bit of pre-workout to get going. Or
Doesn't
just,
come to the parties.
You know, just sleepy. Who have we got left?
I would say myself again because I actually do yawn like all the time.
Fair enough too, though. Mum.
But I'm going to say Kelly Jackson.
Okay.
Kelly Johnson,
Do you know this team?
recently married.
Oh.
Oh, there it
So
is.
she married a Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, Kayla Johnson. That's not who the most sleepy is. There we go. Finally, Dopey, or as we call it, Dobby. Who would be the most dopey on the team?
You can't say yourself, sis. You've had like 4 categories.
The most dopey. Okay, I'm just trying to think who's in the team.
Who have we got there? We got Big Grace.
Have we got a list
Isn't that
that maybe
Amici?
Phoenix could see?
Yeah. Let's bring up the Constellation squad. Who are our mid-quarters? Is Pet in there yet?
No.
She's still not in there?
No. Let's not talk about her.
Okay. I'm sorry.
We're just bringing up the Constellation Cup here. Phoenix, just in case we need a reminder of anybody else that's in the team.
That's actually Doppy.
Well, because it's newly selected, right? And we've just come from camp.
There we go.
And
Kate.
there was a lot of
Kate
us.
Burley. Maddie Gordon.
Nah. she's right
Irina.
onto
It's
it.
got to be Irina. I mean, it could be Irina.
Paris.
Oh, yeah, Edina.
Irina. There we go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Irina.
Little Miss Doppy.
There we go. We have your squad there. Just as we look through the squad as well, you guys have a like a mixed blend of experience, youth in this as well. We are coming up to the Constellation Cup. You didn't miss out on it, but obviously sickness, you weren't allowed to be or able to be a part of the last camp that they were in, which obviously a couple losses to England, then they get their final win. So I guess momentum's rolling. But Constellation Cup is right around the corner. How are we feeling? What's going on with the Ferns?
Good. Obviously wasn't part of the last campaign, which was the Tiny Jamison. But I felt like I've come in. We're starting this new kind of movement in the group, trying to get a lot more connected off court.
Yep.
Not just with the players, but connecting with the management, the coaching staff. And I've come in and I feel like we've made huge shifts. And also I feel like Knowles has, in ways, been very vulnerable with us as a team. So it's really disappointing to see that the results aren't really coming from the things that we've been asking of her. But a lot of people have just been saying time is all that it's going to take. We've made huge shifts. It's just getting that time to really, I guess, get that on court and make that show in how we're playing and how we're feeling out there. And Aussie's going to be a good test for that.
Play on in partnership with BNZ. Play on.
Crowd surf. Now you'll notice this time round, ladies and gents, I don't have a piece of paper in my hand. I'm not reading anything from a script or from a laptop or any comments that you've sent in because we've got something for you.
This is exciting.
This is big time.
This is where we will be rewarding those who take the time to get involved from the MVP side of
You
things.
didn't put enough emphasis on rewarding.
Rewarding that we will.
Rewarding is, that's a nice way to put it, Marc. It's a capital R when we say rewarding.
You know how we want to build this ecosystem. We want to encourage you guys to be a part of it. And we all love something for free, don't we?
Free is me.
All right? Now, team, thank you. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. We have the Heineken Silver prize box.
It's the prize vault ready full of prizes for when we choose an absolute stunner of
Look
a comment.
at that.
Each week, our favourite comment on socials
Don't.
will win what is inside this week, the Heineken Silver prize vault.
Can
Now-
we kind of hint at some of the things that might be in there?
Well, I just don't want anyone to get any, wrong ideas. We are talking elite, very bespoke pieces of sporting memorabilia. Okay, so you guys do the math on that. We ain't talking your everyday stuff. We're talking stuff that you can only find here.
My basketball jocks are going to be right in there.
Oh, don't you dare. The Heineken Silver prize vault. And I think this is going to be a beautiful partnership, boys. I can feel it.
I'm excited because this is the type of thing that you could win. It's a statement piece. It's the thing that sits up in the man cave. It's the thing that sits in the lounge. It sits above your bed. It's the kind of thing, a prize that you could win that no one else will have.
I'll
and
be
it
honest,
all comes from Heineken Silver.
That you guys might not get all of them. I've seen some of the ideas that we're having. We're going to pretend to give it out, but I'm going to take some of those home myself. Some of these prizes, I'm like, hey, man, we can't be giving all those out.
So we're going to start that from next week?
Next week.
All right.
Thank you, Heineken Silver.
We appreciate it.
Play on in partnership with BNZ. Play on.
Welcome on, gentlemen. It is time for your weekend sports menu. You may pour away.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, can we just listen in on this real quick? Oh,
Crisp.
Settle in.
Low carb. Heineken Silver. So let me get you started on your entrees. We have Major League Baseball. The AL and NL Divisional Title Series is well underway.
I want that one. I want that one, please.
Brooke and I do have a love affair with Shohei Ohtani. And the Dodgers,
Look at that for a pour.
not bad. Not bad at all. Also, more preseason action going on in the NBA. We have in our main course, gentlemen, what we would like to call A-League football. That's right. 5
A-League?
p.m. A-League football, 5 p.m. on Saturday.
It's back.
Auckland FC.
Smart.
They start off their A-League campaign. This is the first game they'll ever play. It's at Mount Smart.
Tell how excited you are, by the way. You said, hey.
Hey.
Are we on board there?
I'd see, this is a thing. Brooks a massive Wellington
Phoenix,
home run
baby.
winner.
I'm Phoenix. Best believe that.
I'm a massive Auckland FC fan then.
You're the Knights.
Who's your favourite player?
Auckland FC.
Yeah, I knew it.
They get to start off their first ever game. Remember, this is history in the making. At Mount Smart Stadium, taking on the Brisbane Roar, 5 p.m. on Saturday. The other main course, of course, the Constellation Cup gets underway. Sunday, 7:30 p.m. We got the Silver Ferns taking on the Diamonds, TSB Arena in Wellington.
Wow, we had this on the show.
Yeah, we can't go past Constellation Cup, can we?
It's welly deep all day.
Let's go the Ferns.
And finally, in your dessert menu this weekend, might I tempt you with a little NPC playoffs, of course, Bay of Plenty taking on Canterbury and Wellington taking on Waikato. Both games are on the Saturday. It's a 10 past 4 matchup for Bay of Plenty, and then Wellington's hosting at 10 past 7. So a bit of rugby. Rugby temptation?
Yeah, I'll go it. Off the back of what Canterbury did last week, I don't know if anyone saw that coming.
Against Tasman?
Bro. Talk about just showing up at the right time of year. Lord, so I'm keen to see how they go. I'll go them, please.
Typical Canterbury behaviour. And finally on Sunday, A-League, let's not forget about the Wellington Phoenix. 4 p.m. on Sunday, they get their campaign underway against Western United.
Cheers, I'll take that. I'll take one of those, please. Phoenix is back, baby. Phoenix is back.
Hey, whatever you choose to dine on your sporting weekend, may you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend of sport.
Cheers. Bottoms now.
Play on. Lamborghini. Look out the speed! Shaun Johnson! Aguero! It's over! Pass is intercepted at the goal line. In your life have you seen anything like that? Elliott hits it over the grandstand, and New Zealand are in the World Cup final! Play on.